What's up, YouTube? It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been one of the toughest stretches of my life. It's been really hard. I've kind of hit my lowest, but I wanted to make a video talking about that, what I've been up to in the last 3 months, because it's been about 3 months since I dropped a YouTube video. Talk to you guys about how I've been feeling, what I've been up to, what happened to me, how I went from this physique to this physique right here in less than 4 months. Yeah, I want to make this unfiltered, raw, and just be honest and open with you guys. So I'm gonna get right into it. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was what actually happened. So I touched a little bit back in a YouTube video. I can pop it up right here. What happened to my shoulder? And I thought this was just going to be a simple shoulder injury. I thought this was going to be something that was going to be gone within 3-4 weeks of resting, hopefully earlier. But it turned out that this injury has turned into more than a 4-month stretch, and I'm still not recovered yet. I've been doing all these things to try to get to be able to recover. I'll get into it a little bit later, but essentially what happened was I was benching, doing my normal warm-up. I do my 5 minutes of cardio to just light incline walk to get the blood flow and the body warmed up. Then I do arm circles, open up the shoulders, do some raises, really get everything feeling good with the band. I've been doing that for more than 2 years now, and I've never had a shoulder injury, chest injury, anything like that. And I did my pec deck after. I start really light, 30 pounds, do 30, 45, 55, 75, and then 95 for one set, just to really work on getting that squeeze established so that you can feel it in your other exercises in the gym. One thing I really recommend doing, since I'm on the topic, is pre-activating your whatever muscle you're working. I like to do some leg extension, hamstring curls before legs, some pullovers with the rope before back, and then chest. Mentioned some pec deck. For shoulders, some laterals, arms, just some rope extensions, stuff like that. But I went after my pec deck into my dumbbell pressing, and I don't know what happened. It was weird. I usually go 45, 60, 75, and I admit I should probably have warmed up more, probably threw some more, because for 75 pounds, it's pretty heavy. And for some reason, the 45, 60 pound weights felt great. And then when I got to the 75s, the first rep, I remember I just put it up, and then on the way down, I was like Jesus Christ, that's some of the worst pain I've ever felt. So then I stopped it, and I gave it a sec. 3 minutes, I was like, that was weird. Then I went back into it, gave it 3 minutes rest, and the same exact thing, which kind of crushed me, because that was my first lift back home from winter break, from Miami, back in Miami right now. But that was in December, my first day back, and I was crushed. After that, I tried to do some incline barbell pressing with just the bar. Didn't feel good. Tried to do other stuff, and it didn't feel good. It was like the sharp pain just wouldn't go away, and no matter what I would do. So I stopped right away. I gave it about a week off, and nothing happened. Nothing happened to my shoulder. It wasn't getting better. I was icing. It was really hurting. I was in a sling for a while, icing it constantly 24/7. It was one of the worst pains I've ever felt. And I thought it was just an overuse injury, again, something that would get resolved pretty quick. So time goes on. I go to PT at home. I go to Premier Physical Therapy in Redmond, Washington, Seattle suburb area, if you guys aren't from the area. And we worked up, and we're getting better. The shoulder was recovering good. I was working around it in the gym, and I decided to squat with some of my friends and with my girlfriend before coming back home to Miami. When I went to squat, everything felt good, but when I unracked it, it felt great. And then when I re-racked it, I felt this it's a very hard feeling to describe, but I felt I don't even know what it was, but it was even more painful than the original thing when I racked it. And it's so hard for me to stop lifting, so I tried to do it for another set, and did my weight, and it was 265, which was much lighter because I hadn't squatted in a long time. And it just wouldn't get better, and I was crushed because I thought I'd got back, but then it was just way worse than it originally was. So that was December, that was probably beginning of January. And so I came back to school here, was training around it still. I actually took about a few months, 1 month off till about February 1, until Brandon, one of my best friends, he told me to just try to work around it and see what you can do. And I was all for it, because I'd just been sitting on my ass, and it's hard when you love something so much to just let it go. So got back to school and ended up getting an MRI and an X-ray because it was just horrible. That was about the beginning of March, so I really didn't touch any weights from January up until the beginning of March, and to this day still I've just been doing leg stuff, which is awesome because legs need work, but my legs, I like to think they're pretty good. I'm a soccer player, an ex-soccer player, so I feel like my legs have always been one of my strengths. Anyways, got my MRI, and the case was that I had some distal clavicle osteolysis, I'll pop a picture up right now, in the AC joint. And basically, it wasn't an injury that happened right on the time when I was benching. It was a sustained injury over time through the repetitive use of benching movements and maybe not getting a correct shoulder position. Maybe I was up here. I thought I was right here, like in a good line. But I realized soon after that it's not just about being like down low. When you come right here, once you go deeper, that's like all shoulder. So ideally, when I get back, I want to start going like to 90 degrees, but not more, because it's a good stretch, but there's way better ways to do that and safer ways. So basically, MRI didn't show too much, but the separation of my AC joint is just was the most painful thing for me. And the frustrating thing about this was the doctor said a lot of people don't even feel anything with this. It's something that people have, they just go through a normal routine, doesn't affect them at all. But for me, it just happened to be so painful. It was at the point like back then where I couldn't like drink a cup of tea. I needed my girlfriend to help me like wash my hair in the shower because I literally couldn't lift my hands up. It hurt so bad. So after some time, it was just frustrating because I thought I was back, squatted, reset myself to farther back. And that's about where I am right now. I went to my MRI. I've been doing PT for a long time. I've been doing some cupping recently, got my whole shoulder and then back as well to like relieve some of that tension, hopefully. Been going to PT 3 times a week at Jaguar Therapeutics in Coconut Grove here, close to you, Miami. Really awesome people. Justin's an awesome dude. He's been helping me get stronger, get better, but I still feel like I got a bit of a ways ahead of me. I think the hardest part of this is just not seeing the light at the end of a tunnel. It's been so long and I just miss it so much. And I've been pretty down bad because of it, it's been so long, and I feel like when my gym's going right, like they make fun of gym rats for saying the gym is your identity, but the gym is just such a way of setting the mood for the day, and you feel so good and feel like you can do anything. And seeing my body physically deteriorate, I've lost 20 pounds now almost. It's just been a really tough stretch, and I should have brought it to you guys sooner, but I've been really having a tough time kind of doing stuff, On TikTok, you probably have seen, I've been doing pretty good, but I've just been recycling content and I can't make any more stuff. YouTube, it's been hard because I can do leg days, but I really don't know if you guys want to keep seeing leg days from me. But we're on that note, definitely comment down below. I want to start getting into this again. What you guys would like to see, if anything specific in the future. But the reason why I'm kind of coming up on all this is because I had a good conversation with my good friend Jake. He's a trainer at Lifetime where I go, I work in the cafe now. It's a good deal for me. But he was talking to me how, since I want to be a coach one day, and I love this stuff, like I want to do this until I die, competing, coaching, helping people get their best physiques, getting the best image of them out there, feeling good about themselves, feeling confident. So Jake and I were talking, and he said, well, this does suck, like it's just reality, but when you are a coach and when people come here with a severe injury, you've been there. Because you can always be like, oh, like, come on, just take some time off, it's not that hard, focus on other stuff. But until you've been there, and when you've been at your lowest, this stuff's hard and it hurts. It hurts, It's something I love doing, and it takes over my whole day, like eating, sleeping, training, and I wouldn't give it up for anything. I love that stuff so much. It brings me so much joy, and it's my favorite thing to do in the world. So it's been a tough stretch, as I've been stating, kind of realizing it, but I have realized that I'm just not happy with who I've been, because I've not been the person I like and confident person I want myself to be because of it. And instead of keep doing nothing, I want to start that climb back up to the top of the mountain. The longest journey begins with a single step, and I'm taking some steps now, and I'm wanting to get back up there and do what I love. I think in the future weeks to come, I'm going to post some more leg workouts for sure, try to get on PT, what I've been doing, show you guys all about cupping. I think it's really good and something unique. It's pretty funny too when you're getting all cupped up, but yeah, I want to show you guys all that stuff, what I'm working. You know, I've been starting on some bands, doing some dumbbell rows, up only like 30 pounds, but I want to kind of start that way up back to the top and build on that, because, you know, you're never going to be satisfied with what you have, and I I've accepted that you should be appreciative for what you have every day, and I want to just work harder when I get back, but got to do that smartly and in a slow manner because I don't want this to all happen again, you know. It's been a hard stretch, and I'm gonna make sure that when I'm healed up, that's when I start training, not before, not rushing it, because I just want this to be resolved. In terms of how long it's gonna take, we don't know. Justin said, since I'm coming home in May from school here, we're done. Hopefully I can be doing most stuff. Pull-ups are still going to be tough because that's really hard on the shoulder. Some other stuff, I've never been a huge fan of OHP. I think doing some stuff for the side and rear delts, like laterals and rear delt flies, is just much more, much better for developing the delt as a whole. I think front delt puts a lot of stress on the front delt, which is usually most developed. So I've like refrained from doing that from the start. But I just really wanted to make a video for you guys, talking to you about how I'm feeling, where I've been. It's been really tough. It's, as I said, it's been one of the toughest times of my whole life, you know. Usually people use the gym to escape the reality and to kind of be in a haven for them. And when you don't have that, it's just, you know, it's not the same, especially when you're so accustomed to doing something you love for the last 2, 3, 4 years, you know. And one more thing I wanted to say was, I think the toughest part is that it takes so long, especially as a natural lifter, to get to where you are. You know, I started 110. Let's see if I can get a picture up. 110 at the beginning of high school, like when I started going to the gym as a sophomore, junior. And then I was like 176 last summer, feeling really good, feeling full, just awesome, high on life, high off life. And just seeing your body deteriorate, you know, I'm down to under 160, but, you know, you can complain and you can say like, this sucks, you can curl up in a ball, but anyone can do that. And if you want to be someone who perseveres through it, you're going to be stronger because of it. And that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to start building it up, like I said, and you know, work my way back up to getting to where I was and build on that, because you can always do more, you know. So I appreciate you guys so much for sticking with me through this. I'm going to be dropping some videos for the next few weeks, Q&As, of course. Want to build that connection again with you guys. It's been a minute. Full day of eating, what it's like at UMiami campus life, leg workouts, what I'm doing, maybe some abs in there. I'm pretty peeled right now, but you know, it's, for me at least, it's cooler to be the biggest one at the beach than the most like shredded guy at the beach. You know, that's just, you know, what I've grown to. But I really appreciate you guys. You mean the world to me, and I just wanted to say thank you, and that's what's up with me. If you did enjoy, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help the algorithm, help me get back on pace. But stuff's gonna be coming, so be ready for it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.